You're the last man on earth. Everyone's wiped out. The rapture has come. You're the last functioning brain, human being on this earth. What do? You're going to run around and hunt. Probably going to have to hunt some food. You're probably going to have to build yourself a fortress. But then what do, man? Like, seriously, what do you do? Do you read books? Do you play video games? There's no multiplayer. You can't play Call of Duty. You can't play Fortnite. So you just resort to single player games. But do single player games even have meaning without other people? Do books about other people have meaning in the face when there's no freaking people? Probably not. I wouldn't keep reading. I'd be like, this is stupid. It implies nothing to me. There's no one left. What happens to you? What a mind-blowing experiment, thought experiment to give yourself. Because the conclusion you come to, and you could argue this if you'd like, is that people are all that matter. For your happiness, nothing else in this world, no amount of money, no cars, no clothes, no nothing that you can possess, material possession, is going to make you more happy than someone else laughing at your joke, than someone else making you laugh, by an intimate relationship with someone, seeing your kids smile and play and grow up, seeing your friends gather around a campfire playing poker, hanging out, doing martial arts. All of this of nothing compares to this feeling of community, of other people that other people give you. And the reason that social media is so addicting, all of these things that we consider addicting these days, prawn, social media, multiplayer video games, it's all because of other people. There's someone else there. You're inquiring about the life of someone else. And it's addicting when you don't have someone else to look after, to care for in your own life. Nothing's as thrilling as that. As someone sending you a text message. You stop everything you're doing. Bing, there it is. Just read the freaking text message. It's why we love dramas and shows and these books and forums that we go on, because there's other people there. Without other people, we're not going to be happy. So I think if you're a young man, this is very important to think about, because the moment that you realize that people are what matters, then you will stop aiming at things that don't matter. The happiest you will be is when you have other people in your life that you care about, that you enjoy being around, that you enjoy spending time with. That'll make you the most happy. So how do you set your sights on that? How do you get that? Because the big home that has a bunch of empty rooms is not going to make you more happy. A bigger table with no one else at the end of that table is going to make you happy. Eating the nicest foods on planet Earth with no one to enjoy it with is not going to make you happy. The Ferrari, the Lamborghini with an empty passenger seat is not going to make you happy. But you see, a lot of people are living their lives collecting these material items, thinking that that is going to make other people like them. They're playing this status game. They're playing a game that they don't even know. They didn't decide to play this game. They've just started playing this game of material possession. And what happens, they got to work more hours. They have to slave away just to keep up with the Joneses. And they feel at the end of the day, they're not really happy. Look at the people around you. Those are the people that are going to make you happy. This has been proven. Look at countries where there's poverty. People are plenty happy. Right? They have a roof over their head, some shelter and some food and some community, and they freaking smiles all over the place. Then you got all this mental illness in America, in developed countries. These guys struggling with mental illness and addiction, all these freaking problems, mental health problems. Why is it? They don't have other people. We have this guy in our group, Mike, very sagacious individual. And he said that it seems like a lot of young men these days, they put themselves into voluntary voluntarily put themselves into solitary confinement. Think about that. You put yourself into isolation. No one even has to lock you up in jail. The worst suffering for a human being is to be locked away in a hole, away from other people, solitary confinement. And a lot of you guys are doing that to yourself. And think about it, the media promotes this sort of Sigma mindset. This, a lot of these guys on YouTube too that you listen to, I don't know if you listen to it, but I just see these guys. It's all about material possession, getting rich, buying the newest stuff, the newest freaking clothes and coats. What is this all for? Where is that leading you? Seriously, where is that leading you, dude? I mean, you got to ask yourself this. That's all material. You're gonna be a wagey working for someone else, losing all your time so that you can afford these fucking things that you need or that you think you want, but you don't even need. And you're not happy. Oh, I have mental illness. I got to get on my meds. I'm depressed. You have no people in your life. You've been aiming at the wrong thing. You've been too focused on yourself, right? A lot of these guys are just so focused on themselves. It's like you picture yourself walking down the street with some swag, your chin held high, you got on the Gucci, you got a nice freaking car, you get out, the girls are looking at you just trying to get some puss. It's all for yourself. You're not building anything. You're not seeing on a human level. You skip the fundamentals that other people is what you need in your life. Nothing else is going to get you there, man. Everything else loses its significance if you don't have other people there. You know who's good at this? I've observed lesbians in the wild, and every time I see like I should just say that lesbians seem to be good at fostering community. Like they got each other's backs. All right, I'm telling you, they know everyone at the party. They're connected. They got people in the city. They got people outside of the city. They're connected. Lesbians, for some reason, are good at this. The bonobo monkeys, this matriarchy of monkeys, female monkeys, that beat the men and whip them into condition. They run shit, dude. It's just a community filled with women that run shit. They're all looking out for each other's back. They got each other's backs. And I don't know why these bonobos are like that. I don't know why lesbians seem. I don't think gay dudes are like that. I don't know any gay dudes that have this amazing community, but lesbians seem to do that. That's interesting to think about. Why are men not more concerned with community? Because we want to make it on our own. We've been hypnotized into this idea of making it on your own, self-made, getting ahead. F the world, feed it beans. F the world, man. It's all about me. What can I get? How can I look? I'm gonna get the most bitches. I'm gonna get ahead. I'm telling you, it's empty, dude. It's freaking empty. So just imagine if you're the last man on earth. You're a man on an island. All right, what do? Everything loses its meaning. Men, I realize, no one's talking about this. No one's talking about this. Who's gonna babysit your freaking kids? Oh, but you're 21, 25. I'm not going to have kids. All right, listen. It's your biological destiny to have kids. Some people have kids to have purpose, sure. More than likely, okay, you may be one of the few that doesn't want kids. Great, good for you. I'm not saying kids are your purpose, but biologically, that's what you're here to do, is make more babies. Okay, so let's say you have a baby. Who's going to take care of the baby? Who is going to babysit the kid? That's going to be a huge expense because you're going to pay for daycare while you're gone at work, and you've willingly moved away from your community. You haven't developed a strong community. You don't have a brotherhood. You don't have a close family because, in America especially, everyone wants to move so far away and start their life and discover themselves, which is a bunch of bullshit. And all it's doing is costing you more time and money. So you move away from your family. Now your mom can't babysit the kid, or your wife's mother can't babysit your kid. Now you're paying for daycare. A lot of you guys neglect to nurture the relationship with your parents, so you have shitty relationships with your parents. and you've closed yourself off from that, you moved away, what support system do you have in place? These are things to think about, dude. It's not all about self improvement, isn't all about working out. I guess it is. I guess this self improvement, that's why I like to move away from this self improvement. Oh, pick up, talk to girls, and work out. I mean, that's all self. We got to think deeper than that. We got to build community, man. So, you're setting yourself up for a hard, late 20s, early 30s, like 30s. Like, you're setting yourself up for a rough life if you fail to see the point. You're going to work so much. For what reason? Why are you going to work so much? You're going to spend all this time like confused when the answer is right there in front of you. That's why I tell you guys, go train martial art. There's a community there. Go to the cigar lounge. There's a community there. Okay, again, another video I made is like our dads are just us without the internet. Most of our dads. Is your dad your enemy? You should make a good relationship with your father. He needs you. But a lot of you guys just, F my daddy, stupid boomer, dumb boomer. Like, you're burning bridges for what? You're out here sleeping around on all the apps. Like, for what? For what? These relationships, you're going to get attached and then you're going to get off the hook. And you're going to constantly feel this, like, void in your life. There's missing pain. There's, like, this pain. Because you're constantly trying to feel intimate with someone, but you're doing it just out of lust. You keep breaking it off. You're not building deeper relationships. So you're stuck in this cycle, this pleasure-seeking loop that never gets closed off because you're not developing any deeper relationship. But again, relationships are all that matters to a person because we are human and we're meant to function with other humans. If you don't have other humans, you die. You can't carry on. Okay, so think about this, man. You'll notice that what happens is you begin to slip. You begin to slip and doubt seeps in. You question yourself too much. You lose yourself to the computer. We have a lot of, people are afraid of AI, but we have a lot of people that are slipping right now. Okay, it's tough. It's tough. Other people are the only thing that is going to keep you from experiencing community in an artificial way. Okay, and you need to develop relationships. You're going to lose yourself to the internet. Okay, you're going to be caught up in that net, entangled inside of that. If you do not foster good relationships now, and that's the reality of where we're going, is if you're lonely, you're going to cope. You're just going to cope by going online. Okay? I think this is a grand deception. I don't know if there's someone doing it. Okay? But if it's not the freaking drugs, the things that you consider addicting. It's not anything else except the crumbling of the family structure, the crumbling of community. Because when you don't have family, when you don't have friends, when you don't have brothers, that is when you seek external things to fill in that gap. Okay? And that makes you open up your wallet, you spend more money, consuming all this material nonsense. You constantly are searching. You know what makes you feel warm? When you bond with someone. Releases serotonin, oxytocin, you feel connected, you feel more alive, you feel human. When you care for something, when something looks up to you, hey man, care for me, like my little cats, they look up to me, hey man, you gotta feed me, you gotta scoop my shit out. I need you to care for me. I have to be there for them. I gotta show up. Same thing with my fiance, with her family. I have to be strong. I can't let everyone, lose their head when they're arguing. You gotta be like the freaking general, dude. You gotta come up with solutions. But when you don't have this, man, you're just lost. You're floating. I'm telling you, you're gonna keep searching, and it's gonna be a weird existence. So let's just bring this back home. We'll wrap it up, but Imagine if you just set your sights on other people. You get the idea, right? The big idea is that other people are the most important thing. They will provide you the most happiness. Okay? There's nothing else. And you can disagree with this. If you do disagree with this, please leave a comment down below. But what I'm saying is that imagine if you didn't have any people. All of the achievements would be meaningless because there's no one to celebrate your achievements. All of the games online, the multiplayer, all of the stories would be less significant because there's no one to relate it to. It's all fiction, but there's no way to act it out in the real world because no one would see you. People are the most important thing. So I want to hear your thoughts on this. Now that you have that in your sights, go forward, create that life. Realize what's important. It's not the fancy car. It's not the fancy car that's never going to fill in the void. Stop keeping up with the Joneses. Stop trying to act like you're valuable. Be valuable to other people. That's how you be valuable. Stop trying to act like you're a high value man because you got some freaking you got a $50,000 car that you're in debt with. You're wearing these nice shades and you got a freaking pea coat on, and you tatted up, no tat, whatever. You got all this jewelry, dude. What are you doing? What's the point? No one else is in your life. All right. So that's it, man. Keep an eye on Thumos. At the end of the day, realize your life has meaning. But you gotta go out there and you gotta make shit happen. All right. You gotta be strong for other people. Other people are depending on you. All right. So keep pushing it. Talk to you soon. Peace.